government's Make in India mission captured headlines in 2015, the Commerce Ministry worked behind the scenes to steer the campaign and push for the further liberalisation of the FDI regime. Linked to the government's efforts to draw in dollars is its plan to improve the ease of doing business. And here the DIPP, led by Amitabh Kant, put the onus on states with the first state ranking ever. The biggest disappointment for the Commerce Ministry has been the consistent fall in exports that can largely be blamed on the weak global environment. We're going to leave you with a recap of 2015 and the year it was for the Commerce Ministry. Thanks for watching India Business Hour. See you same time tomorrow.
It was the 10th of November, a day after the results of the Bihar elections. The NDA and its allies had suffered a major setback in the state. In a strategic move, Prime Minister Narendra Modi pushed his cabinet to announce a slew of measures to change the public discourse and perception. In one stroke, the government approved 15 FDI-related measures impacting over 30 sectors.
This is perhaps the biggest FDI liberalization which has been done at in a single stroke. If you've seen the last few years, never before, in a single stroke, so much of liberalization has been done.
The most significant measures experts say are related to banking and defense sectors. Fungibility of up to 74% was allowed in banking, ensuring that foreign institutional investors can go up to the sectoral cap in banking. In defense, FDI up to 49% was allowed through the auto route. Other FDI reforms included increasing the limit for FIPB approval to 5,000 crore rupees from the current 3,000 crores, allowing manufacturers to sell goods directly through e-commerce sites, relaxing 30% sourcing norms for single-brand retail, removing minimum capitalization of $5 million and easier minimum area norms for construction development projects, and enhancing FDI in TV channels to 49%. But the government remains silent on multi-brand retail, which is virtually shut for foreign companies, even though on paper FDI is allowed into the sector.
Let's see if there is a proposal. At the moment, there's nothing. When the compilation of the FDI policy was being made, we had explained it all. We are there.
The government's FDI drive has shown results, with inflows increasing 18% in the January to September period to $22.43 billion. The DIPP claims that over 154 foreign companies have invested or are under the process of investing through the Make in India campaign. This included Taiwanese electronics major Foxconn, which has plans to set up at least 12 manufacturing units in India. Make in India also got a major boost when Japanese MNC SoftBank tied up with Bharti Group for a $20 billion investment in the solar sector. Railways got a booster dose with GE and Alstom finally getting the approval to set up diesel and electric locomotive factories to fulfill a 40,000 crore rupees order, ending uncertainty after a decade. The Make in India campaign led to several reforms in the defense production sector, with more than 80 licenses being given to companies who propose to build critical defense platforms, from warships to helicopters. But in a big disappointment in the April to September period, not a single penny came into the sector. The government remains hopeful.
You will see a very paradigm shift in defense manufacturing in India, and that will become then the key driver of Make in India.
The Make in India campaign rode piggyback on the government's initiatives on ease of doing business.
India has made a good start to what we hope is a sustained period of increased ranking, similar to what Russia has done in the past, where over 4 years.
The DIPP also carried out a state ranking on the ease of doing business. Not surprisingly, Gujarat topped the list, closely followed by Andhra Pradesh. But what surprised everyone was that Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh were ranked at 3rd and 4th positions.
We have tried to bring in a competitive spirit among states, and the World Bank evaluation done last year has really unleashed the energy of the states.
While the DIPP excelled on the investment reforms arena, its commerce counterpart disappointed. Exports remained in the red throughout the year.
Demand all over the world is coming down. People's purchasing power, even in countries abroad, our traditional export areas are all coming down.
So some hits and some misses. 2015 will go down as a mixed bag for the Commerce Ministry. The crucial test will be to keep the investment momentum going, and all hands are on deck now for the Make in India week in February 2016.